Hey guys, it's me, Abraham, 567 back with another video. Hey guys, it's me, Abraham, 567 back with another video. And today, I'm gonna be making some Texas toast, or I guess it's pretty much, toasted cheese, whatever you want to call it, with garlic. So pretty much, what we have here, we have pretty much a whole stick of butter. The recipe calls for 10. I only got 9, so it's fine. 2 cloves of minced garlic. I minced it, but you're gonna have to blend it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Some cheese. They said like 3 different types of cheese. Honestly, I don't want to waste ingredients. I just got Vermont Sharp. Vermont Sharp cheddar cheese. I don't really care. I don't really know the difference, because usually it's like melted anyways. I guess I should pay more attention to the taste. But why I got these 2 parts in 2 separate bowls? Basically, you have to melt that, and then you have to like butter one side and then you flip it over. Also, if you're wondering how I cut this parchment paper down so well, there's a little trick where you have to do you can do it in the middle, but probably best in like one of the corners. It doesn't really matter, especially like the corners that are like folding up. I didn't on this one. Just take a little dab of water, put it under the parchment paper. Trust me, it's gonna hold, cause water. So yeah, I wanna get to melting that. Let's get it. Okay, so I'm just putting in the butter. There's like no left. Oh, sorry. I'm putting it as much as I could out of that little, I think it was about 2 tablespoons. I don't think that's enough, but anyways, we have to flip all of them over now. I think they all marinated a little bit. I don't think that's enough butter, honestly. Hopefully the other side isn't really butter. You guys will see. Let me just see if it's gonna like, yep, the butter's good. The bread soaked it up well enough because this is some thick bread, in all honesty. Let's flip over the pieces. Boom. Oh, this is what the recipe calls for, by the way. I don't think I should have melted it, honestly. I should have just like took me a little bit like that. I think that would have been a bit easier. So now to the next part. It says a cup of cheese in total, right? Like whatever. I'm only gonna use that. I'm gonna use probably about that much. I think that's a bit much. They said food processor. Nobody has that. I'm using a blender. Okay, see you guys when I get that blended. Then you're supposed to I think you're supposed to spread it on afterwards. Okay, so I'm done blending it. So my tactic was, this is what you should have probably done. Cut the cheese, because the cheese is like the hardest part to blend, because the butter will just blend easily. Cut it into small pieces and then blend it. I cut them into like 4 pieces out of like that half. I don't know if I put that on video, I don't remember, but that half that I cut out of that whole block, right? I cut that into like 4s and then I put it in there. So if you're gonna do that, right, and you already put it in there, it's already how much you can't really cut anymore, or you're just too lazy. What I recommend doing, take out the cheese parts since they're probably on top, or put them on the bottom first of all. Second of all, take the cheese out, put like 1 or 2 blocks at a time. Also cut them up into halves, right? Then you put them, and then I think this is pasty enough, not the pastiest thing, right? But now I'm gonna put that on some bread and then on the oven. I'm actually gonna preheat the oven right now. You will see it. You preheat the oven to its bake. Then you do 375, and then don't worry, I took out all the stuff. There's nothing in there. I am going to spread it on there, and then I'll wait for that to heat up, and yeah, I'll see you guys once I'm done spreading all this cheese butter mixture. Will it look as good in the video? Probably not. This is my first time doing it, but no, at least I think it's gonna taste good, right? Okay, I'm cleaning. Oh, one tip. Every time, I'm gonna clean this again, by the way. Every time you're done with the step in cooking, clean every single utensil used, unless you're planning to use it again and you don't mind it being dirty. Oh shoot. Sorry. You don't mind it being dirty, because it's honestly, it'll just make the cleaning process end much faster since you only have to clean up for that part. So yeah, let's get this clean. Okay, now what you gotta do, we're putting it in here. If you didn't see, that's how it looks like. I already salt and peppered it, by the way. And then when I put it for the designated time, I'll tell you guys in the next clip because I forgot. Tell you guys in the next clip. Okay, so we're done. I put it on for about 8 minutes on 375, as you guys saw. Well, I guess I've been in it to like 5 minutes, so technically it's like 9, but I didn't put in the timer. And then I broiled it on high temp, which is 1 for 6 minutes. But you guys are probably going to be using different cheeses, so it's probably going to broil better. I used whatever the cheddar was, so it worked a bit different. As you guys see on the bottom, there's not really much cheese because for these two I kind of scraped it off. The proportions for this recipe were not good. And I guess it's not the website's fault, but those two cheeses, I think they might be like slipping off a little bit. I still think it's gonna be tasty. Let's do a taste test. I'm gonna do it on that small one. Okay, so taste test. You know, don't worry about the fact that I'm using a cutting board as my plate. You know, and then when I get it on the plate, it's like a cutting board. Cheese is good, but that was like the crispiest part. Wait for it to cool down a little bit. And it's good. Next time, more variety of cheeses. Like I said, I couldn't really tell the difference, but I think it's gonna cook much better. And you know, maybe I should have used a food processor or something to just, you know, get everything really beat up and mixed in together, and not that blender. That was horrible blender in and of itself. It's good though. It kind of tastes like garlic. Not really though. So, didn't seem like a lot, but I think more garlic. Here's the bottom, by the way. Once again, can't really taste the garlic. There's a piece of garlic right there, but more garlic and just better proportions overall, but looks like a very nice crispy bottom. So in terms of the cooking time itself, whatever, all the preparation, everything right before I put it in the oven. Actually, no, right before I ate it, everything related to this, like a 6 or 5 out of 10, especially the website. That was a horrible advice. You know, some of it is my fault, but like, it's, I don't know, because like the butter kind of melts at the bottom, but the cheese doesn't, especially if you didn't melt the cheese before. So it's like, it just doesn't work like that. No. This stuff like an 8 out of 10. I think if I use like the garlic that they use in the stores for like garlic fries or whatever, I think it could have probably been a 9. But I think it's so nice. And if I can, cheese or cheese. Oh, the black pepper makes it really nice. I'm gonna add, next time I have to, you know, spread it more proportionally, but so that's it for the video. Bye. Peace.